morning, students. In the previous class, we are seeing the questions of chapter relation and function. We have seen some questions of topic relation and function which are asked in your board examination. Now today we will see some other questions of that chapter which are important from your examination point of view. So let's see, our first question is our first question says that let f from n tends to n be defined by fn is equal to n plus 1 by 2. Fn is defined by n plus 1 by 2 and n by 2 if n is odd. If n is odd, if n is even. So function is from n tends to n and defined by this for all n belong to capital N. Okay, this is we have to given. And whether the function is bijective or not bijective, we have to tell about the function that this is bijective or not bijective. So what we will do, we will check. You know that for a function to be a bijective function, it should be what? It must be 1 1 and onto both. So we will check first it's 1 1. So for checking 1 1, we will take two elements, okay, which is belong to n. So let x y belong to n. Then fx is equal to fy. Xy belong to n and both are odd function. Both are odd. This x and y both are odd. Then what is we are getting? So it will be x plus 1 by 2 and it will be y plus 1 by 2. 2 and 2 cancel. X plus 1 by y plus 1. So x is equal to y. In this case, it satisfies 5. Okay. Now we will take again second. Let x and y belong to n and these both are even. Okay. Now in this case we are considering that the two elements of natural number which is what? Both are even number. Then in this case it will be fx is equal to fy and we get x by 2 y by 2. So it will be x is equal to y. So again it satisfies. But now we will take the third case in which x is odd and y is even. Let xy belong to n and x is odd and y is even. Okay. In this case, we are supposing that our x is odd number and y is even number. So what will be fx is equal to fy? We are taking this, but what we are getting x is equal to y. It will be x plus 1 by 2 is equal to y by 2. So x minus y is equal to minus 1. So here x is not equal to y. So we can say that our function is not 1 1 function. So our function is not 1 1. So we have no need to check its onto function, because if the function is not 1 1, so on the basis of this we can say that our function will be what? Not bisective. So we can say that function is not bijective function. Okay. The function is not bijective function. In this question, our function was this, in which n is odd, then n plus 1 by 2, n is even, then n by 2. Now we will check. We have to stress that the question tells us that if the function is bijective or not bijective. So we will check it's 1 1 or on 2. So when we are checking 1 1, we are taking two elements from this natural number n, and these two natural number is both are odd number. So fx is equal to fy. So x plus 1 by 2 is equal to y plus 1 by 2. So 2 and 2 cancel, 1 and 1 cancel. So x will be equal to y from here. Now second, when x, y belong to n and both these x, y are even number. So fx is equal to y, x by 2 is equal to y by 2, 2 and 2 cancel, and x is equal to y. And third case, x, y belong to n, x is odd and y is even. So fx is equal to fy, so x plus 1 by 2, y by 2, it will be cancelled. Now from here we are saying that x minus y will be equal to minus 1. So x is not equal to y when fx is equal to y. So we can say that our function is not 1 1. If the function is not 1 1, we have no need to check it's on 2. Okay. On the basis of this, we can say that our function is not bijective. Now we will see the next question. Next question is, let a is equal to r minus 3 and b is equal to r minus 2 by 3, and function from a tends to b is such that fx is defined 2x minus 4 by 3x minus 2, then prove that function is bijective function. So a function is now f from a tends to b, and a is r minus 3 and b is r minus 2 by 3. This is we have to given, and fx is defined by 2x minus 4 by 3x minus 9. Then we have to show that the function is bijective function, and for proving bijective we will prove that the function is 1 1 and onto. So let's we check the 1 1. Okay. Now for 1 1 we are taking two elements, let x1 x2 belong to domain. Then 2x1 minus 4 by 3x1 minus 9 is equal to 2x2 minus 4 by 3x2 minus 9. Now we will do the cross multiplication. After cross multiplication, we will find out that 6x1 x2 minus 12x2 and minus 18x1 plus 36. This is equal to 2 3 is 6 x1 x2 minus 12x1 minus 9 2 is 18 x2 and plus 9 4 is 36. So we are seeing that 6x1 x2 is cancelled and 36 is also cancelled. Now we will take to the left hand side 18x2 minus 12x2 and 12x1 plus 18x1. This is with minus sign. So 6x2 is 6x1. So from here we are getting x1 is equal to x2. So we can say that our function is 1 1. So our function is 1 1 because we have taken f(x1) is equal to f(x2), and after that we have shown that x1 is x2. Now for onto, we let always y is equal to fx. So fx is 2x minus 4 upon 3 minus 9. Now we will do cross multiplication and we will write 3xy minus 9y is equal to 2x minus 4. Now we have to find out the value of x. So we will write 4 minus 9y which is equal to 2x minus 3xy. Taking x outside we get 3y. Now 4 minus 9y. So our x is what? 4 minus 9y by 2 minus 3y. It can be also written as 4 9y minus 4 by 3y minus 2. So x is what? 9y minus 4 by 3y minus 2. So from here it is obvious that our y cannot be 2 by 3. So our for all y belong to codomain, there exists an element and x belong to domain. Okay. So from here we can say that our y cannot be 2 by 3. So for all y belong to codomain, there exists an x belong to domain. This implies our function is onto function. And if the function is 1 1 and function is onto, then our function is bijective function. This is we have to show that in this question that a function from r minus 3 to r minus 2 by 3 and defined by fx is equal to 2x minus 4 by 3x minus 9, then show that the function is bijective function. So for proving bijectivity, so we will check its it is 1 1 and onto. So when we are checking 1 1, we are taking two elements of the domain and fx1 is equal to fx2. This x1 and x2 are the element of the domain. So this function will be what? 2x1 minus 4 by 3x1 minus 9, 2x2 minus 4 by 3x2 minus 9. Now we will do cross multiplication and seeing that 6x1 x2 is cancelled both sides and this 26 is also cancelled to the both sides. Now the remaining term are 18x2 minus 12x2 and this is minus 12x1 plus 18x1. From here we are getting 6x2 is equal to 6x1. After cancellation we are getting x1 is equal to x2. So we can say that our function is 1 1 function. Now for going on to function, we will take that y is equal to fx and fx is this. Now we will cross multiplication. We will find the value of x in term of y. So 3xy minus 9y is equal to 2x minus 4. So 4 minus 9y is 2x minus 3xy. And taking common x, so 2 minus 3y. So x is 4 minus 9y by 2 minus 3y. So our x is this. Now our y cannot be 2 by 3 from here because on y on 2 by 3 it will be not defined. So except the value of 2 by 3 for all values taking y, for all values of y belonging to codomain, there exists an element x which is belong to the domain. Okay, so this function will be onto function and if the function is 1, 1 and on 2, we can say that the function will be bisective. I hope you understand. Now we will see the next question. Now we will see the next question, students. Our next question is, so that the relation R on a set A, which is equal to, on a set A, which is equal to, what x belongs to Z, such that x is greater than equal to 0, less than equal to 12, is given by R, which is equal to what? AB says that A minus B is a multiple of 4 is an equivalence relation. We have to show that relation R on a set is our from 0 to 12, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, and we have to, and given by the relation R is A minus B is a multiple of 4 and is an equivalence relation. Okay, so our A or B, this A and B belong to the always the set. This A means it will be 0 to 12, any number. Now we have to show that for equivalence, we have to show that what? It should be what? Reflexive, it should be symmetric, it should be transitive. So first we will write our reflexivity. Okay, so we have to show that it is reflexive. So for reflexive, we will take for any element A belong to A. So we can say that A minus A, which will be equal to 0, is a multiple of 4, because 0 is a multiple of 4. So we can say that this A belong to R, for all A belong to A. Okay, this is A and A belong to R, and for R A belong to R. Okay, so we can say that our R is reflexive because we are taking an element A of the set A and we are putting here and getting what? A minus A, which will be always give us 0, and 0 will be multiple of 4. Okay, so we can say that our A and A belong to R. For R, A belong to R. Okay, so R is reflexive. Now we will show that our symmetric. Second is symmetric. Symmetry, and for symmetry we always use what? Let AB belong to R and so that BA belong to R. Okay, so we will write let our AB belong to R. If our AB belong to R, then we can say that A minus B is a multiple of 4, and this says that A minus B this says that A minus B is equal to 4 k, any constant, it is the multiple of 4. Now this we can say that B minus A, sorry, when we are removing this, we can write plus minus 4k, we are removing the modulus sign, okay. A minus B is equal to plus minus 4k. Now we can write this B minus A, which is equal to minus plus 4k, and this we can write modulus B minus A, which is equal to 4k. Okay, B minus A is equal to 4k, and this we can write B minus A is a multiple of 4. So this we can write that BA belong to R. So this implies R is symmetric. Okay, we have taken what? Let AB belong to R, and by the definition A minus B is a multiple of 4. It will be now A minus B, modulus of A minus B will be like what? 4k, and this modulus when we are removing we will write plus and minus both, taking negative outside, so it will change negative and positive. Now we can write this B minus A is equal to what? 4k, take using modulus sign, and this B minus A is a multiple of 4, we can write at the place of this, and this is BA belong to R, so R is symmetric. Now we will prove our transitivity. Okay, and transitivity, what we will do, we will take two elements, AB belong to R and CD belong to R. Okay, and so that AB belong to R and BC belong to R, and so that AC belong to R. Okay, so let AB belong to R and BC belong to R. Now AB belong to R means A minus B is a multiple of 4, and B minus C is a multiple of 4. It will be, we can write this. Now this can be written as A minus B is equal to 4m, and this is B minus C is equal to 4, and now this implies A minus B is equal to 4m, so A minus B is equal to plus minus 4m, and here B minus C also can be written as plus minus 4m. Now now we will add these two. Okay, when we will add these two, we will get what? 4 will be common, plus minus common, m plus n. Okay, now adding these two we get A minus B plus B minus C is equal to plus minus 4 m plus n. We can write this, so we can write A minus C is plus minus 4 m plus n. Now this implies you can write A minus C is 4m plus n. Now this we can say that A minus C is a multiple of 4. This implies A, C belong to R. So this implies R is transitivity. R is transitive. Okay, so R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Then we can say that R is an equivalence relation. Okay, so on the basis of this we can say that R is an equivalence relation. Look at student, what we have done here. We have to give a question. A is x belong to R such that x is greater than equal to 0, less than equal to 12, given by R is AB such that A minus B is a multiple of 4. This is we have to given that, and we have to show that our R is an equivalence relation. Okay, so students, first we will do reflexive, then symmetric, then transitive. So far reflexive, we are taking an element small a which is belong to capital A in our set capital A. So by the definition we can say that A minus A is a multiple of 4. So A minus A, it will be equal to 0. So and 0 is a multiple of 4. So at the place of A minus A we can write A belong to R. For R, A belong to R. Okay, because this A and A belong to R, so our A will be belong to R. Okay. Now we have to show that the symmetric. For symmetric, let AB belong to R. If AB belong to R, then we can say that A minus B is a multiple of 4. We can write A minus B is a multiple of 4. And on the basis of this we can write A minus B modulus of A minus B is equal to 4k. When we remove the modulus, this plus and negative both sign will be here with 4k. When taking this B, taking minus here, minus common, it will be changed minus to plus. Okay, so now we are taking modulus sign here, so we will remove this plus minus and we will write 4k. And this is modulus B minus A is a multiple of 4. So this implies BA belong to R. So R is symmetric. We can say that our R is symmetric. Now we have to show that what? Transitivity. So you know that for proving transitivity, we always take two elements, AB belong to R and BC belong to R, and show that AC belong to R. Okay. So for proving transitivity, let AB belong to R and BC belong to R. So this implies modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4 on when AB belong to R, and when BC belong to R we write BC is a multiple of 4. Okay, we can write this from here. Now A minus B we can write is equal to 4m because this is multiple of 4, and here we are writing 4 and multiple of 4. Now we are removing again the modulus sign. A minus B which is equal to plus minus 4m, and B minus C which is equal to plus minus 4, and this implies now we are adding these both, adding the left hand side to the left hand side and right hand side to the right hand side, getting what? This B and B will remove, and from here we are getting A minus C which is equal to plus minus 4m plus n. Now when we will write our modulus sign again, this plus minus we will remove here from here, so we write 4m plus n. Now this implies A minus C is a multiple of 4, and A minus C is a multiple of 4. It means that we can say that this AC belong to R by the definition, because AB belong to R such that A minus B is a multiple of 4. So here A minus C is a multiple of 4, so we can say that AC belong to R. So from here we can say that R is transitive. R is transitive. So we are seeing that now we have proved that R is reflexive, R is symmetric, and R is transitive. So on the basis of these three observations, we can say that our R will be equivalence relation. Okay, I hope you understand, students. So now today we have seen some questions of function and some questions of relation. Now we will see some other questions based on the function and relation in the next class. Okay, students. So thank you.